back. Music City tonight with Crook Chase. Glad you're watching. Katie Haas in for Lori Ann. We have the lovely Patty Loveless. Thank you for opening the show with such a fun song. I tried to think about Elvis.
I try to think about him all the time. But actually, I've been thinking a lot about you.
I know,
lately,
dear.
Charlie.
Try to control
That's
yourself.
Why I'm here.
Then.
Okay.
Please try to control yourself.
Heating up here.
I caught some red hair on your jacket there a little while ago. So.
No, well, it just... Don't even bring that up.
He's stuttering a little bit.
Let's get
You're
into
the only
that.
one that's
No.
ever been able to do that.
Let's get into the holiday thing
We were having
here.
a little fun before this.
Number one, Alvin and the Chipmunks. Will you stop it? Alvin and the Chipmunks have a new album, A Very Merry Chipmunk, and guess who's one of the guest stars? Patty Loveless is on the Chipmunk album. Now, which song do you do on this album?
Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. It's an old Brenda Lee song that she did many years ago, of course. But she does a great job. She didn't have Alvin singing on it, though, with
True.
the Chipmunks singing with
So
her.
they didn't mess with your voice, so they didn't make you sound like this?
No, my normal voice.
Good.
If that's normal, I don't know.
I'm curious how they do a song like that. Do you go and do your part and they add the Chipmunks later, or what?
Well, actually, you know, you go in and you get to talk with the person that does the Chipmunks, too. Because, you know, sometimes Alvin and those guys are so busy they can't quite show up, you know.
I understand.
But I finally got to talk with Alvin, of course. Can't give it all the way there, Charlie.
No, I know Alvin's very popular, yes.
He is. He was popular with me, I know that. And they were telling me that, you know, I had to be very firm with him and talk to him, you know, directly to him. And because he was picking at this package, you know, that I had really bought for someone else. And he was excited about it, you know, and knowing Alvin, the way he gets into things. And here's Theodore and Simon just trying to keep him out of it, you know, leave her alone, let's sing this Christmas song. But, you know, I'm going to be really popular with my nephews and nieces. They're excited about their aunt.
Down.
And my
with
kids,
the
too. The Chipmunks album.
I've really hit it big with them.
The Chipmunks always have very popular albums. I know you're thrilled to be a part of
they
that.
are.
So,
I love it.
Be looking for that.
Other Christmas stuff in your schedule. You're going to be the Grand Marshal for the Nashville Christmas Parade.
I am. And this
great.
is my first year, you know, to do this with the people of Nashville, too. And
You've been practicing?
Oh, my little wave
Your
here,
pageant wave?
Yeah, but I'll definitely have some gloves on if it's cold.
Oh,
and
it'll be chilly.
the very first parade I ever did was in Dallas, Georgia, and it was a Christmas parade, and that's where Emery and I, my husband Emery, and I have a home there in Dallas, Georgia. So the people there wanted me to be a part of that. So now, you know, I get to be the Grand Marshal for this parade this year, December the 4th. It's on a Sunday. And I think it starts at 2 o'clock. So
Right, through downtown
everybody
Nashville.
come out and have fun with us and see the floats and hear the music. And
Well, certainly. Katie, you said you'd been in a Christmas parade?
Oh, many of them.
Were you in a
from
band or
the
something?
band, yeah. The bands had to go out and perform in them, and I remember my fingers sticking to the piccolo. So I really didn't contribute that much.
But when you were in the band, didn't you hate it when you got behind all the horses?
Yes. Yes.
I tried to think. I
Charlie.
tried to think about Elvis here. Okay, and recently you got very adventurous. You got very adventurous for a country weekly shoot. I understand.
You know, I was having bad dreams about this shoot that I was about to do
Tell 'em what you
because
did.
I went up in an air balloon, a hot air balloon, and it was a wonderful experience though. And I would advise anybody to try it if you've
It's
never
very
had the opportunity
quiet.
to. The beginning, it's a little scary at first for me. I thought, oh boy, am I really doing this? And then all of a sudden, it just takes off, and it's just real calm. You know, and you're floating across the ground here, up in the air. And like, you know, a lot of animals, you know, when you're on the ground, they hear things. But up there, it's like they can't even hear you. And we saw deer and cows and everything. They didn't even know we were around.
Isn't that fascinating?
But it was something to watch them, you know, from way up.
I know. I've been in one of those hot air balloons. The thing is about hot air ballooning, when it's time to come down, you don't know where basically you're going to come down because of the wind.
Or how you're going to come
Changing
down.
direction.
He could
Right.
drag you for a while.
We did a
I had a
promotional...
good pilot, so I think
Well,
you did.
we did too. We had a promotional stunt going here in Nashville, and we landed a hot air balloon in a guy's garden over in Madison. I mean, just tore his beans all to pieces, you know. And he comes, it's a 70-foot balloon, right? And he comes out going, wow! And we're going, we're sorry we tore up your beans, you know. But the thing is that you got to be careful where you land.
You needed my pilot.
Well, I know, but they always
It
give
is
you
true.
gloves.
You really don't know for sure.
What area were you in?
We were over at, we started off from Amy Grant and
Oh, was it
Gary
here in
Chapman's
Nashville?
house. It was here in Nashville. So you never can tell. People of Nashville, I was watching you, and you didn't even know it.
A little spooky.
Ooh, I can't wait
So
for the
we'll
book on that. You know.
We'll see the photos in the Country Weekly to come.
But it was real nice of Amy and Gary both to let us take off from there. It was really beautiful country out there.
And we're coming up on the spirit of the holidays, season of giving. You're doing something nice for your mom, I know.
You know, this is something I'm more excited about than anything. You know, you know, I don't want Christmas gifts. I don't want anything because I'm finally getting to give my mom something I've been wanting to, and it's a house. And of course, I couldn't get her to build it here in Nashville. She's building it in Louisville, Kentucky, but I can't blame her. You know, all of her grandchildren are there, and I just want to tell her she's watching the show tonight. Mom, I'll be there for Thanksgiving, so don't worry. I promise.
Are you assigned? Are you assigned to bring something for dinner?
Well, I am. I'm thinking about fixing the green beans for her. So I love green beans.
Well, you have to understand, in the South, when you cook green beans, and this is something we've discussed lately at our house, you got to cook them till they're just soggy almost. You know, with some ham hocks and all that stuff.
Well,
am I right?
I'm still trying to.
Oh, they all serve hot dogs and hamburgers over there. You know.
We're having it at my brother's house this year. My oldest brother, Wayne, he lives in LaGrange. So all the family are going over there, and I'm going to pick Mom up and take her over to his house. So I don't have to bring too much, as long as I bring myself. You know. There's a lot to carry.
People, a lot of people, 20, 30, 40 people at
There's
these?
Probably going to be that many, I'd say.
Wow.
It's a lot of Ramies.
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Well, anyway, I know you're kind of winding down. You've had a very busy year. You're finished touring now, right?
I have.
For the year.
Actually, last Monday was the last night for me to come off the road.
All right.
I'm
Now, here we are at the end of the year.
home.
I know you're already planning the next year. How many dates do you have planned already for next year, and who are you going to be touring with?
Just in the spring dates alone, we're going to be doing 40 dates with Vince Gill in the spring. So, but we haven't gotten into the summer and then the fall. And
Now, that would be a real treat, I guess, that if you would come out and sing When I Call Your Name with Vince, as you did on the record. Is that planned?
we do that sometimes. Sometimes, you know, if I'm standing off the side of the stage, you know, he's one show that I definitely, if I finish up everything in the back, I always go out and watch Vince perform because I think he's such a great entertainer.
Heavenly.
Such a musician.
Yes.
And I just can't help it, you know.
Well, you're quite the performer yourself, dear.
My heart throbs.
Her album is doing real well. When Fallen Angels Fly is the current release from Patty Loveless, which is doing extremely well. Don't forget A Very Merry Chipmunk, which includes Patty doing the Brenda Lee classic on there as well. Great to have you and your band here. We'll get you back to another song later, okay?
It's good to be here.
Patty Loveless here. We're back in a minute on Music City tonight.